Alright, so
What do you need there, pal?
we are going to try
Please.
the
Let's
aspect
test the
of
bond
Beowulf
between us.
Shield. You can
Look.
load your gems, your cast, your
I
B button
can't.
into the shield. And it does a bonus explosion at the end. About 50 points apiece. But it also adds 20% to your attack. Your rush attack whenever you load them in. Does that stack? Is it 20% each? Well, you also take more damage with this build, so you have to be a little more careful.
Release.
And since the shield is level 3, we're going to do 25% less healing. And that's only healing, not like when you add to your total health. Just when you heal, you will get 25% less. And then we're going to do the benefits package, because there's still a few enemies we haven't encountered. So we haven't seen their benefits, their perks, you know what I mean? And you do get a good reward for running into all of them at some point. Alright.
Again.
I wonder what they could give us on the first go with the shield. Probably not a hammer. Okay. If I can get the cast, that's the Blade Rift, there is a build with War that I haven't even done in my 23 or 4 runs or whatever yet. That can be really fun. Anything with Blade Rift, but I prefer the cast because it'll bounce around and last a while. What is slicing? Slicing Flare is a perk specific to this type of shield? I didn't even know that. I must have never looked at this for like his ability list when I had the Beowulf Shield equipped. That's funny. So you can actually get a better... I was going to say there are perks that make your Blade Rift bigger. It makes your Blade Rift suck people in and hurt more. And this one starts off with already larger and already doing more damage. That's wild. The dash one can be okay. Where is it? Where is it? Blade Rift effects deal damage in a wider area, so it becomes much bigger. And that can be up to 80% for a epic or legendary like level, or epic level. Legendaries are their own thing. Blade Rift effects last longer and pull foes in, so it sucks people in and lasts longer. Deal more damage for each consecutive hit. This is a great one to get, and you need black metal or engulfing vortex to get it, so you have to have already upgraded it with one of these to even have that pop up. Faster Blade Rift that seeks the nearest foe. Hunting blades, yeah. The Blade Rift thing, oh my god, it can be so OP. We haven't used the cast version of it though, the B button version. I've only had it as like my call, which you can't get the same good stuff for it. It's kind of annoying. Bloodshot becomes a pulse that damages foes around you. I do remember that. I don't think I would like that one because it makes it smaller. So what, it chills people. Chill doesn't really do that much. Unless you get the extra perk that makes the chill make them explode if they hit level 10 chill. Like they get chilled 10 stacks. Alright, watch him knock into the cast.
I know your efforts
I will
to
get
come
upset.
here have repeatedly been thwarted
really.
by good kin. However, we have caused such violence in the intervening time that we must take this as a real victory. Let us continue for however long it takes.
God damn it. I don't really like the Doom thing. Like, it's a delayed reaction 75 point damage. I don't even know if it can stack. I don't remember anyway. I guess we'll do this. I want the cast. I don't want this. Maybe we'll get both. Oh, it does still bounce between people even though it's a massive shield. Alright.
Goddess Athena.
You're nothing like your father, Zagreus. I mean that as a compliment. He cut himself off from the rest of us. Many times have we attempted peace to no avail.
Come, fishies. Got you. I caught a knucklehead. Blasted wretches. That key, it granted me fated persuasion. Hit me.
Infinitely spanning possibilities. Here before me stands the son of Hades, bearing my all-seeing artifact, appearing in the aspect of a bearer yet unborn. He shall be known throughout the north as Beowulf. How very droll.
Let's go, Doomstone. Okay. Broken to bits.
Ah, you've received the blessing from Athena there already, little Hades. So careful all the time, that one, but here, I'll help you live a little, just in case.
Should fetch me something.
If I could take a minute to hold time.
Come on then.
Who's going to clean all this up?
Has a new effect. Good enough to eat.
Good morning, or whenever.
Hello, sir.
Hey, Your Highness, anything the matter, or just passing through? Happy that we get to chat like this of late, of course.
Sisyphus, don't take this the wrong way, but why are you helping me? My father stuck you here for an eternity of torment, and even still you greet me with a smile time after time.
Come now, Prince Ed, that's just the way I am. Besides, you're not your father, thank the gods. You always seemed a decent lad to me. And if you're saying you want out of here, why, I suppose I can relate, is all. Good idea.
Oh, thank you.
Why, Prince, you being serious right now? Is that for me?
You deserve better, Sisyphus. This really isn't much, but maybe it'll help you while away the days, nights, whatever time it is.
Careful, all right?
Okay. Truer words have not been spoken, mate.
Think you're going to like this?
Should come in useful. I'll guess Electo. Guess I was wrong. Let me guess. Murder? Murderer, perhaps. One of those two.
Murder! Murder!
Not again. Hope she won't be back anytime soon. Found you. Hey, it's my keepsakes. So much for Tartarus. Good. The Asphodel Meadows. 5-second rule. That was 5 seconds, right? Set. Over there. More spreaders.
Told me that the shade of the great hero called Achilles now resides within your father's residence, dearest. I always wished to meet with him someday.
Heartbreak time. just the edge I need. Nice and steady. Something I need. Hello, Witch's Circle. Okay. No hard feelings. In the name of Hades. Next island. Got it. that. Time to collect.
Aphrodite's really something, don't you think so, cuz? Normally I'd stop for no one here, but when it comes to her, exceptions must be made.
I would like none of these. Godspeed. Why not? Don't spend it all in one place, mate. Hydra, I feel like we're just not getting through to one another here. Good, no more heads.
Just as we were finishing cleaning up Elysium.
me out of here. And check. Time to pick a fight. Let's fish. Think I got one. Another car. Okay. This shield's about to get a whole lot stronger. Aegis grows stronger. Not yet. Come on in. Olympus, I accept this message.
Something the matter there, stranger? Or have you come to torment me some more with idle chat?
You know Achilles, don't you, sir? You're Patroclus. Achilles serves us at my home. He trained me. He sends you his regards and love. He says to tell you he is thinking of you always.
That name. So then you've seen him, have you? In your father's house? And want me to believe he said all that? You'll forgive me if I am a little skeptical. In life, I left Achilles, and in death, he left me. We're even. And we've nothing left to say to one another now.
But that can't possibly be true. There must be some misunderstanding here. You haven't spoken since you died?
We haven't, no. And I don't think we shall. But you can humor him for me, I guess. Tell him I'm doing perfectly all right, won't you?
Should come in useful. Let's make some waves. You can't stop me. That's a relief. Olympus, I accept this message. What about these? What do we have here? The power of the gods. Gods want me to choose.
Why, thank you, love.
You could have avoided this outcome any number of ways, yet still you risk incurring my wrath.
Forgive me, Athena. Here comes her wrath.
Also made some questionable choices, Zagreus. But all of us are family after all.
Divine protection. That's better. Rematch?
You challenge us to battle, Hellspawn? Then Asterius and I accept.
See us fight. Thank you!
Fiend, you are unfit to walk these other passageways.
God, I say!
Zeus, I call upon your might!
The gods are helping him.
I do not fear you, fiend. Your presence is a stain upon the
That ought to shut him up. Very nice.
Showed them who's boss, didn't we, Shade?
should help. That was Elysium. Yes. Thank you, mate. Power of Olympus. Lots of coin there. Hades. Come on out. Another scupper. All these tunnels. Maybe it's in here. it already. In the name of Hades. A sack fit for a huge three-headed hound. Down the chute. Cheers, mate. Shiny. Good. This blasted place again. I feel stronger.
Okay, he got demolished.
Hope this can get me out of here. It's quiet, finally. Powered up. I can use this.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. After I have gotten 5 of them. I got 2 doubles and 1 single palm. Just in this area. And you give me that now. The 2s would have been +3 each, and the 1 would have been +2. God damn it. Well, I might as well go for this. It's the only one that'll actually benefit me, and then what's left of the run, which is going to be a boss fight, you know what I mean? One more fight in general, I mean. That's so annoying.
Cerberus directs all three of its
How are you going to give me that
attentions
ability
toward the
now?
Satyr sack.
Thank you, boy. Here we are then, Aegis. This Beowulf will be most fortunate to have your protection.
There you are, bearing my brother's blasted shield, flaunting it about so recklessly. Though what have you done to it now?
Not much, really, besides awakening the aspect of a supposedly unstoppable dragon-slaying warrior called Beowulf. If it has the power to protect him against a giant lizard, I figure it may help me against you.
You presently shall find I'm no mere giant lizard, boy. Though we shall see whether this Beowulf is any help to you.
I'm out.
Darkness. Heed now my summons, wretches, and come bring my wayward son down to your depths.
Where'd he go?
What's wrong, boy?
Just leave it to me, dearest.
Let's finish this then.
You asked for this. Zagreus? I've had it with you, boy.
Say hi to Hypnos for me, by my father's name.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety.
No! I'm counting that one as a victory.
Welcome to the House of Hades, and thanks for dying. Oh, neat. Thanks. It's not so bad that you keep coming back like this, is it? At least for me it isn't.
I'm getting used to it, though I don't think I'd feel particularly welcome anymore if not for you, Hypnos.
Thought I had you there.
Cerberus is comfortably at rest, observing all.
Nice chatting. Always feel better talking to you, boy.
How goes your heated rivalry against the greatest king of Athens lately, boy? Your battles with him and the Minotaur must be the talk of the underworld of late.
Admitted, father. Theseus was the only hero you were able to recruit to stand against me. All the while he gets to boast about being the champion. Well, was Heracles too busy for the task?
Speak not to me of Heracles. You know these heroes by their deeds, not by their character. Heracles is fortunate he's in my brother's favor. Else he would be in Tartarus where he belongs. The mortal concept of what constitutes a hero is absurd.
They should have asked the expert, I suppose. More nectar for the old disposal service, father, if you don't mind. Come on, you must have tried the stuff, at least in the days before you were here. Didn't you ever enjoy yourself at any point?
I don't require beverages in order to enjoy myself, boy. Unlike so many of your kin upon their mountain. Yet this blasted substance somehow finds its way to my domain. Then fine. You wish for the customs here to be more akin to Olympus? Why not?
Why not?
Alright, so while I'm running around doing some stuff here, I just wanted to give some thoughts on the Beowulf Shield. There wasn't really any audio here, so I'm
Where's our court musician?
messing with the idea of narrating over some quiet parts, maybe expanding on some stuff, giving you more detail on why I do things the way I do them. I feel like as I got deeper into the series, I started to get more into that as I myself got obviously more familiar with everything. As I get more into the series, I think I'm better about explaining things and giving you more details, which could be good if you want to hear more from me. Could be bad if you just want to watch the Hades gameplay and not hear my voice. If it's the latter, then I'm sorry.
I think we'll go with
So
this.
I will try to keep this brief. I say a minute and a half in and I haven't actually started yet. Anyway. So I was trying to think of a summary for this, and I realized I have a lot of fucking thoughts about it. I don't know why I really didn't need to drop the F bomb there. I was just like a comma in the sentence. Okay, never mind. Anyway, so I love this shield. It's weird because at first it didn't appeal to me that much, I think, because it's a slower, more deliberate moveset. The shield toss is slower, but like I didn't take to it at first. I think years ago, my first
should make the
run through like 70 or 80 runs, like I don't think I took to it quite as much as I have on this replay, because I don't remember liking it that much. And I think it's because it makes you play way more defensively. It's way slower, it's way more deliberate, it's a lot harder. That aside, once you do get used to the more deliberate moveset, the more slower pace, the fact that you should be blocking a lot and you should be using your, it's called Dragon's Rush, so I'm gonna call it that from now on here. But the rush attack with your shield when you use Beowulf is Dragon's Rush. Now, it charges slower, just like everything else with Beowulf, and it hits harder. But the other part of Beowulf's abilities is that your cast, so like on an Xbox controller, like the B button, or the circle button on PlayStation. But that, instead, like, you know, there's abilities where, like, Poseidon's, it turns into, like, this little water rocket you can shoot, and you get 3 of them, because I have 3 casts, usually. Instead of having 3 casts that I can shoot the blood gems, or get a boon that allows me to shoot, like, an ice trap for, like, Demeter's one that I really like, actually. Like, Athena has the green homing arrows, right? That, the B ability, the cast ability it's called. Instead of shooting or doing anything with it, the default version, well, all versions, but the default version is just it loads into your shield and becomes an attack at the end of your Dragon's Rush. So when you make contact or at the end of your pathway, an explosion will happen. What's really cool is that it's, I believe, 50 base damage per gem you've loaded into the shield. So it does stack. You can get it to 150 base damage just for hitting them with a shield bash, and that's not counting the damage from actually hitting them with the Dragon's Rush.
And after that, Dusa, you are to clean the rafters once again and prune the gardens thoroughly. By then it should be time to tend to the kitchens and sweep the lounge
That's
area
just
a second time.
the gems going off after the attack. So really you're doing like 150 to 200 damage base, and boons for your cast.
What are they on about now?
The things I was just talking about, like getting the Athena's homing arrow, or like Dionysus. I like his, the fog one that you toss. Instead of tossing it,
the prophecy
you still load it into your shield. It still goes off at the end.
So different from
Except then it also does the boon ability. So like Dionysus, you would create a fog cloud at the end of your dash. And like it's got so much potential to be devastating if you get the right boons. Not even the right boons. Most boons work really well with this. But like there are some loadouts you can build with this thing that are broken. Like they feel unfair. And it's a fucking blast. I love it. I want to say I had one where it was Dionysus Fog Cloud, right? I'd hit somebody, and with that one I didn't even have to charge all 3 gems into the shield. It actually made more sense not to do that because I was trying to get more clouds of fog around the area. But even doing like I could still do all 3, and it would just pop like a slightly bigger area with 3 lasting clouds. But what was great about that is I also had some Zeus abilities, and I had their combo where your Festive Fog has like 70 damage lightning bolts that go off like every 5 seconds or 3 seconds. Like it's not constant, but it's pretty frequent.
Power.
Now imagine that at the end of your shield bash / Dragon's Rush for this thing. It's ridiculous. It can be so ridiculous. And like even Poseidon for one. Like I usually don't like his cast. It's just like a little homing, not even a homing rocket. Like it's kind of angles, but it's not really a homing rocket. But it's just a water rocket type attack. It's pretty basic. The one good thing about it is it pushes people when it hits them, just like most of Poseidon's attacks. And obviously anything that causes push damage can get some of his other boons, which have like damage over time, like Riptide. So there's like builds around that can be good, but I don't like it normally. However, Poseidon's cast boon on the Beowulf Shield is awesome. That one you can just spam. Every time you're going to do a shield bash, I said I was going to call it Dragon's Rush, and I haven't done. I immediately bailed on that, and then like did a slash this, slash that to like try to save myself, and apparently I just fully bailed on it last time. All right, cool. I don't know. You think I'm in control of my brain? That's not true. Anyway, moving on. Poseidon. So, if you load all 3 of your cast gems with Poseidon's boon on your cast, and you do a Dragon's Rush... Okay, now I do it. Fuck. I'm just derailing myself on purpose at this point, aren't I? Alright. You've loaded 3 Poseidon boon casts into Beowulf. You do the Dragon's Rush, and when you get to the end of the path or make contact, 3 explosions go off. 50 base damage. Like Poseidon and a few of the others, it doesn't just have that effect on the cast, it also has a damage buff. So like, you could also be doing 50%, 100% more damage per explosion. It can get stupid. It can get really ridiculous. Add on the fact that, like, okay, so say you do 3 explosions with Poseidon, you only have like a 30% buff on 150 damage. So like 195 damage with just 30% damage buff. Just 30%. Gives you 195 total damage for blasting all 3 of your gems. Plus whatever your base damage is for your shield Dragon Rush impact itself, you know what I mean? So you're probably doing like 220 to 250 base with Poseidon's boon, not even like a great version of the damage buff. And your like these explosions are throwing people because the push ability on his water attacks, it just creates this water explosion, 3 of them. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody goes flying in the air. Everybody goes flying. And anyone who hits anyone else or hits a wall takes bonus damage. And you can get boons that increase the wall damage from bouncing people. Cause like a secondary wave anytime they do bounce off of things. And you can get damage over time, like I said, like the Riptide. Anytime you use a water build. But like, it's so different. And for me, the playstyle is so different that I just kind of want to talk about it because it is very good. And I'll also put like a little text review in the description so you don't have to listen to me ramble for fucking... Okay, it's gonna be 15 minutes. Okay. We're already 14, so... Alright, so yeah, it's a legendary shield for a reason. I do think if you're more aggressive and you don't really play defensively, it might feel a little weird to get into it. But once you start to see the, like, what is it, synergy of this weapon's unique abilities and how to best utilize them, especially once you level up the shield, it gets ridiculous. Like, you can do, like, no-hit runs with this thing, because another thing I should mention, the last note, when you load a gem, cast, whatever, into the shield, I mean, you've been watching, so you might have noticed this, but I don't know if I pointed it out. During the run, the pathway of your Shield Bash, Dragon Rush, like, triples. Just for having 1 gem, you don't, I'm pretty sure, just having 1 gem makes it bigger. It gets much wider, so you're, you know, you can actually hit a bunch more stuff on your way through. It's just, I don't know, it's very cool. I probably should have done this with the Rama bow, because I also really like that, but I feel like I don't know. The the difference between the normal bows and the Rama bow, I don't think is as stark as the difference between the normal shields and the Beowulf Shield. You do take 10% more damage, just on everything, for having the shield. But that seems well worth it. I didn't notice that, like, hindering me in any way. Definitely not nearly as much as the Guan Yu Spear, where you have 30% health to use that fucking thing. But one of your attacks heals you. That one, it can be tricky. Like, that one you might want to mess around with before you really, like, start doing the higher heat levels. But, like, so that one's just way trickier. This one has its quirks, but I feel like even bumbling around, this thing dominates. If you actually give it the time to figure out how these abilities work together and why they work together, though, and the way they interact with boons. I think the way that Beowulf interacts with boons was the thing that blew my mind the most. Like, every run I did with it, for like 6 runs, I experimented or tried something new again with it that I was surprised at the result, which is awesome when you're this deep into a game and you're just like, oh, it's I got the 4th shield, cool, like it's another new shield with like 1 new ability. No, it plays wildly different. The way it interacts with boons is wildly different. It's just really cool. It's very cool, but you get the point. Anyway, now it's been 20 minutes. Okay, I gotta cut this. I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that any of that made sense, and why I like this, and my thoughts on it after the first run with it in 4.5 years. All right, now we're past 20 minutes. Stop!